Guys, listen, as you know, Tom's Generation X, as you know, I'm still trying to get things done. If you remember that big pile of stuff I had there, I know it's still messy, but can you see there's all just a lot missing now? Sorry to show you that it's still untidy. This is the most untidy room in the place, which is good. It means that nearly everything else is done, so I'm almost there. I was testing microphones last night. 6 microphones tested, none worked. So yeah, so you know all that stuff. So there's a video I want to make that goes into a lot more detail, and it's important that you see it. I've been talking to you about, I made Welcome to Southampton. I supported Nick Tenconi coming down to the south here to highlight the problems down here. How many times have I said to you, it's coming to my area? How many times did I go on the beach and film the Mustafas down there with a phone, speak to the guy only 200 yards away? When I showed the demographical change, when I showed the change in the main sort of high street, the business ownerships, when I went over and investigated the hotels in Southampton, showed the path of where the people from the hotels were being pumped out to, which is the New Forest here. And I also said to you something else. Two things. One, migrants will land here and nobody's taking it seriously because it was me. And who listens to me, right? And the other thing was that the Isle of Wight was in serious danger. And the Isle of Wight, at that point, had no immigration on there. Had none of that. What it had was 1,000 years of history. It's got Osborne House. It's got, there's a famous writer over there. I always forget his name. You've got, and I'm talking from 100 years ago to modern day people. You've got, and also views and everything that are disappearing as the cliffs are falling away. But it's the most beautiful untouched piece of Britain, one of the most in the country. And I said, if we're not careful, the same council that runs where I am, Hampshire County Council, also runs the Isle of Wight. I said, why would they not put hotels over there? Why would they not put asylum seekers over there? And then here's what I know that I've been sitting on that I have not said because I want to make a proper video, but I'm going to tell you this. On the 15th of May, I missed this because the 15th of May was my birthday. And so I was doing my thing and missed it completely and didn't see for a few days later on my phone. And I've checked it out. 1 a.m. 1 a.m. on the 15th of May. Or on the night of the 15th of May, so it may count as the 16th. At a place called Cowshot. Cowshot is known to a lot of people. It's where there's a power station used to be. It's adjacent to the refinery. It's adjacent to the Isle of Wight. Immigrants landed there on the night of the 15th of May. Exactly what I said would happen. Remember also as well that the SBS had to be sent out to stop the Somalians who overtook a boat who were trying to get to the Isle of Wight. Now that happened a while back. And then now, a friend sends me a post which I'll show you, which says they are and have moved asylum seekers onto the Isle of Wight. It has happened. It has now begun. I've tried to warn. I've tried to beg. I've tried to plead with people. It's happening now. The Isle of Wight, with its rich, deep history, untouched demographics, untouched culture, is now going to be ravaged. They are putting asylum seekers there. They finally got there. I told you it was coming. I told you this was going to happen. I take no fucking pleasure in this. I take no pleasure in this. It's over. It's over for the south here. It's being overrun. And don't mean by numbers. I mean by cultural change, and by who owns the businesses, sexual crimes, things like that. Demographically, that will take longer. But I don't know. We've had people from different races around for years and nobody's ever been a problem till now. So it's not about race, it's about ideology, as always. So the Isle of Wight is now going to get refugees, which if you saw me go and interview the people in the hotel, they're all adult males who, some of them said, I came here because I wanted to. That blatant. What, you weren't in danger? Nah. Why did you come then? Shrug of the shoulders. I've got that on video, but people don't want to see that. They don't want to recognise that. So now they're here. And now they're exactly where I said they would be. And this is not me saying I told you so. This is me saying, please, like, how much more are we going to keep ignoring it? They're on the Isle of Wight now. They're on the Isle of Wight now. And I've been pushing since they got to Southampton. And they just kept pushing towards the Isle of Wight. And I have done nothing. Me, Nick, whoever else has got involved, we've managed to do nothing to stop their advance. And I say their advance, this is powered by the government. So, Tom Fury, Tom's Generation X.